A children's museum experience where the little ones can bring in their parents or guardians in on playtime. Sounds like fun, doesn't it? Welcome to Mornings on Main Street. I'm your host, Stephanie Miller. Today we hear about a place where children can put their thinking caps on and dive into one or several different interactive exhibits, from a baby hospital to being the manager of a restaurant. Our Tennessee traveler, Tom Adkinson, introduces us to a spot in Columbia that encourages big ideas while still keeping that small town experience. But first this morning, we are hearing from Dr. Brian Wilcox, the Chief Clinical Officer for Ascension St. Thomas. Dr. Wilcox shares why it's vital to get your flu vaccination now and what symptoms to watch out for.
The good news is in Tennessee and in Nashville in particular, there's not a lot of flu right now, but we do think it's coming soon. So the things we always be careful about this time of year is what we call influenza-like illness. So if you've got a cough, you've got a fever, you've got a runny nose or upper respiratory tract-like infection symptoms, you want to be very careful. And if we're talking about getting our vaccine now, we're getting close to too late. So it's never technically too late, but sooner right now is better. When you get a vaccine for influenza, it takes about 2 weeks for that to really show up with good antibody. So if you do the math right now, we're towards the end of the month of December, and by then we'll probably be into our flu season. So I would get it now, and I would definitely get it before I go anywhere. Influenza or flu is characterized by sometimes very sudden high fevers and really achy sensations all over. A little different than COVID, a little different than RSV. So suddenly feeling terrible and having a high fever, also with a cough or runny nose, can be a hallmark of influenza.
In a household with a lot of people, should we kind of distance ourselves from our loved ones or quarantine ourselves from our family?
Yeah, you're talking to a physician, but let me tell you, our moms know most of what we need to do. We need to wash our hands, we need to cover our mouth, we need to stay away. You don't kiss grandma on the mouth this Christmas. You give her a little hug or a fist bump, especially if you think she or you might have a symptom. So if you're actually ill, by that I mean coughing, sneezing, and have a fever, you should stay isolated from the rest of the family and certainly stay home from work. It only becomes material this time of year. And actually influenza is out and about all the time, but we are out and about as well. It's when we get pushed into a small space and we're hugging and kissing and we're exchanging gifts and we're together with a lot of people that it becomes very prevalent and far more likely that we become sick from it.
Dr. Wilcox, thank you for sitting down with me and giving us your time. I hear there may be a warm up in our future. We get the weather now from Tennessee Valley Weather.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather on Main Street.
Well, good Tuesday morning. Taylor Plott here with a quick check on your forecast going into your Tuesday morning. Temperatures around freezing will quickly rise up into the 50s going into the afternoon hours with just a few passing clouds, and we're nice and dry. So looking at a good Tuesday across the area. Going into your Tuesday evening, we're still dry. Going into your Wednesday morning, things starting off with some clouds around. Cannot completely rule out an isolated shower through the day on Wednesday. Here's your 7-day forecast. We get up into the 60s on Thursday with some storms possible moving on through. Another quick shot at some cooler air on Friday before we're right back up to the 60s going into the weekend and early next week.
If you want the latest in weather conditions, be sure to tune in to our Busy Bee Plumbing Weather Report each weekday on Mornings on Main Street. Brought to you, of course, by Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning. We will keep you updated on the latest conditions outside, like severe weather, heat, snow, rain, and even hail.
The holidays bring us together. Gather with loved ones where over 1 million lights shine and celebrate a beloved tradition at Cheekwood's Holiday Lights. Explore the festive mansion decorated by former White House florist Laura Dowling, and wander through a magical wonderland of gardens aglow. Get into the spirit of the season at Cheekwood.
Nashville's Nutcracker, presented by Nashville Ballet, returns to TPAC November 29th through December 28th. This holiday season, audiences will journey with Clara and the Nutcracker Prince through Nashville's history and the land of sweets. Tickets on sale at nashvilleballet.com.
Welcome back. If you're looking for a fun place to take your little one to keep them, well, occupied and having a darn good time while you do it, there's a place called aMuse'um in Columbia. And to tell us all about it, because he's made a visit already, our Tennessee traveler, Tom Adkinson. Hello, my friend.
Good morning. How are you?
I am wonderful. How are you doing? It's been too long.
Well, I've been out and about finding stuff for people to do. And one of them was down in Columbia.
I love it. And it just hit me, aMuse'um. So you're amusing the kids. You're keeping them entertained, yes.
When you see it in print, it's a play on the word museum. And it doesn't look pronounceable at all, but it really is aMuse'um.
Well, tell us about this great place there in Columbia and how it got started.
It is a nonprofit business. And it is on one of the main streets in Columbia. You can see the Murray County Courthouse just up the way. Mm-hmm. It is a play place for little kids, probably up through about age 8. And as I think about it, parents in recent years have been arranging play dates for their kids. In my day, of course, parents just threw their kids out in the yard and said, go play in the neighborhood someplace, but that doesn't happen anymore. Yeah. And so instead of arranging a play date with your toddler or small child with another child, aMuse'um is a place where you can go and have a play date with your child. And it's just lots of fun indoors, learning stuff. And, for as far as the parents or caregivers are concerned, it's a chance to be silly.
That is fantastic. And, looking at your pictures, there is quite a bit for them to do and experience.
Absolutely. It's set up with some miniature versions of some Columbia businesses. There's a restaurant. There's a pediatrician's office. There's a grocery. Uh-huh. There is a place. There's a fishing hole because the Duck River goes right through town.
That's true.
And so there's a pretend place to go fishing. And to me, one of the funniest things, the dental practice message there is a giant set of human jaws, teeth that must be a foot tall each. And it's gaping wide open, kind of like the movie Jaws, but not nearly as sinister looking. And it's just fun. There are plenty for the kids to do and for the kids and the parents to do things together.
How did you stumble across this place?
I was down in Columbia to talk to a Rotary Club about my Nashville travel book. Okay. And aMuse'um was just down the street. So I just poked my head in the door. And it was just a lot of fun. The interaction between the parents or grandparents or whoever it brings the children in was just delightful. Mm. And the kids were not just having fun, subtly they were learning some things, and it was just comfortable all the way around. On Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays in the mornings, they have some special activities that are related to arts or crafts. And the third category they refer to simply as tinkering. So I suspect there's some things being built and torn apart on Thursdays.
You mentioned, and I don't recall now if this is in your article, I think it is, but that parents started this place?
Yes. Way back in 2009, there was a group of parents that was looking for things to do with their kids, and they coalesced somehow and came up with the idea. They tested it with a summer camp activity one year. Uh-huh. And soon enough, they had a storefront on a main street in Columbia and a place to play. Huh. And they since have gotten extremely organized. They have a paid executive director and a paid staff. Okay. The exec has child development education in her background. So this is a sharp place, and they just do things really, really well. I got one tickle when one child was sort of being hustled out the door by his mother, and he was not ready to go and was ready to pitch one. And one of the staff members intervened really quickly and said, "Oh, I can help this out." And they have what they call bye-bye stickers. Oh, they have a strip of stickers. And they said, every kid likes stickers. And they offer the kids, says, "You want a bye-bye sticker?" And the kids' tears dried up, and he took a couple of stickers, and they left all happy. And I realized right away, that was not the first time they had used that tactic.
I was just thinking, if they had those, yes, this happens often enough. So parents, you guys, I mean, this seems like a great place to take your little one for a little play date, if you need it.
Have an adult play date, so to speak. You can sign up online. It does have an admission fee. If you're right there in the Murray County area, you can get an annual or a monthly membership. But if you're going to be just a walk-in, so to speak, you can sign in online and make your plans.
I love it. I love it. Thank you for sharing aMuse'um with us here. Before you leave us, I have to ask, Tom, because, Christmas is right around the corner, and then New Year's, so we have family traveling in. Do you have any suggestions on other places we could visit over the next couple of weeks?
Oh, yeah. Nashville, of course, is just full of things. The illumination out at the Nashville Zoo. Cheekwood is just spectacular. Oh, golly.
Are they still doing the Christmas thing in Franklin? I want to say we highlighted that.
That was last weekend.
Was it really? Bummer. It was the Dickens Christmas, I think.
Yep, you missed the Dickens of a Christmas. I think one thing that's it's not a Christmas activity per se, but the Nashville Farmers Market, with its multiple restaurants and all the bustle and activity that's in there, is a really nice little place to go. In Clarksville, the downtown Main Street.
We have Christmas on the
I immediately thought about Strawberry Alley, but that's not necessarily a place to take the kids. But you could do that. Mom and dad can have a beer and the kids can have something else.
Well, they also have Pinkies Up down on Franklin, which is kind of right across from Strawberry Alley. So you have Pinkies Up, which is fun. And then Christmas on the Cumberland. Yes. Thank you for mentioning that.
So indeed, all over the place, there are activities. And I promise you, I think one of the best things to do when you hit a good weather day is simply go find a greenway and get out and move those kids and move yourself around.
Great advice. Thank you, Tom. Always so good to see you. Thank you.
I am always happy to be here. And as I encourage people, keep traveling.
We will do it. Something else that just came to mind, of course, you have the Opryland Hotel and what they offer. Their beautiful lights and, of course, their ice show, the ice event that they have. And then let's not forget, there's other things for the adults. If you want a night out, you have some wonderful holiday pop-up bars throughout the Music City area. Thanks for being here. We're not done yet. We'll see you back here in just a minute.
This holiday season, the largest lantern festival in the country returns to Nashville Zoo. Experience more than 1,000 all-new handcrafted lanterns, towering creatures, magical worlds, and a North Pole village. At the center of it all, the Smashville Ice Rink. Welcome back to Zoolumination at Nashville Zoo. Bigger, brighter, and better than ever.
When I think of Delta Dental now, it's really their core values. It's the volunteerism, it's the giving back.
Delta Dental gives us 10,000 toothbrushes. So twice a year, we have these children that are going home with food that may not have weekend food, and they're also getting a toothbrush.
The best partners are the ones that truly do impact the community together. And I don't think there's a better example of that than our partnership with Delta Dental.
make a call. Hey, this is Brianna with Busy Bee. I'm giving you a call to let you know your technician is on his way.
Guys, not yet. Not yet.
Busy Bee,
I'm ready, guys.
Call 775-7833.
Thanks so much for joining us here this morning. Be sure to check out Main Street Media TV on YouTube for more Mornings on Main Street segments and other shows that we offer here at Main Street Media TV. Have a wonderful rest of the day. We'll see you back here tomorrow.